Hello. Oh, I should have cleaned this screen before I turn this off. There's something on here bothering me, so sorry. Okay, so your reading doesn't start until I pull your first card. I actually readjusted the camera today, and I'm loving this angle. You can see more of the table, which I like. Okay, girlfriend. So I usually take the first minute or two to kind of connect with the person's energy. I have a board behind my camera. It's interesting. I'm just now getting like some tension in my neck, which is weird. I don't know if that has anything to do with you or if it's just mine. Funny. So behind, okay. All right. I'm gonna just stop there with those. Behind my camera is a board with notes that I put up. So I was saying Angela Spasova, but Angela Spasova, Angela Spasova, Spasova. So pretty, girl. So pretty. It is crazy, right? How we are with our names. I guess I don't think that the name thing is like people having trauma around their name or having like bad memories, or maybe it's more common than I think, but I honestly feel like it's a little bit more rare. I feel like most people, at least what I've noticed in life, kind of fall into their name and that's just their name, but maybe that's just what I think. Anyway, let's get into your motherfucking reading. This is usually what I do at the beginning, is in order to connect with the person's energy. I look at your name behind the camera here. Your birthday is November 21st, 1996. You're a Scorpio. Man, girl, you don't see, you do not feel like a, you said 24, right? Or you're gonna be 24. Let's see my math. I'm not gonna even attempt to count up, but you seem way beyond your years. You're very young, which is so cool. You have so much ahead of you, and you're already ahead. Spiritually speaking, you're already ahead spiritually. You're very ahead spiritually, which is great. Scorpio. So I had this other deck in my hand. That's kind of where I meant to pull one card, but two flipped out. So we're going to start with these two that flipped out while I began. We got Three of Keys and Archangel Michael. You got an angel, right? You got an archangel. Of course you would. So let's pull the book on these. Let's start your timer. Three of Keys was one of the very first cards I pulled when I first got this deck. I immediately was connected to this deck. I thought this deck was really cool. This was the first card I think I ever pulled from it. And so I always have a strong connection to the card. See, if you even look in the book, I've underlined things and annotated it a bit. So let me just read to you what I've underlined. This is a card of political and social conflict. You may be in store for difficult interactions in group settings, such as boards of directors, corporate hierarchies, management disruptions, or conflicted family situations, which you've talked to me a little bit about your kind of conflict, inner turmoil you feel about where you work, and even your family stuff. So it's interesting this popped out. Those sides seem to be clearly divided. Many of the people involved are really out for themselves. Deceit is present, and you may not be at all certain about everyone's motives or strategies. So maybe this is a common theme that kind of reoccurs for you in your life, not just right now, but why that pops out. In the beginning, my intention for pulling that deck was just to kind of get a feel for Angela, right? Just to get a feel for you. What's kind of the theme that kind of reoccurs for you? It says, step back. The more you get involved and the stronger you hold your position, the more heated the situation may become. And I have a feeling, and you've kind of told me this before, that you kind of are like that, or you've learned to be like that anyway. Feels like you've come up against a lot of situations in your life where there was like intensity. Things were very wound up. Family situations, life situations that felt very, more so you've shared family situations. But you've learned how to kind of get a hold of it and kind of maintain yourself through it by bringing distance in, right? Maybe that's something that, anyway. The people around you are serving their own agendas, okay? So this is a card about, you know, the people you find yourself around may not have the greatest good in mind, and you're beginning to be aware of that, you know. And then we pulled you 9, Archangel Michael. Okay, of course, look at the kids around him. Archangel Michael's the angel of protection. A lot of people use him or call on him to look for, you know, protection. Let's read about him real quick, though. The Archangel Michael is a channel of divine power. He is seen here sharing his energy with 2 small children, bringing them great strength and support. He is about to pick up the boy, and he can help you lift your energy too. When you receive this card, know that your energy reflects Michael's amazing strength. This can be a cycle of increasing power for you, one where you feel your courage growing and you know what action to take next. Trust your convictions, your power, and your resourcefulness. You just said, what did you say? And it slipped my mind. The last thing you said, the drinking based your decisions on how you feel. Yeah, I understood that. How you feel. So, like, I feel like that's probably been a common theme for you is learning how to, especially being water sign, learning how to navigate situations by listening to what your gut tells you, listening to how you feel about the situation and going with it. Trust your convictions, your power, and your resourcefulness, which is what you've been doing. Michael upright heralds a time of great courage, force, initiative, and action. So don't delay. He's right there with you, so tap into the dynamo within you and take the action that compels you. With Michael and your own power, you can move mountains and lift yourself to new heights. So cool. Okay. Look at my angel here. Have her there. Right there. Okay. Oh, yeah. And then smoky quartz. Shungite? Shungite. I think that's how you say it. Okay, so let's move into the traditional tarot deck. So good. Just lemon water. I'm going to start with this 12 card spread. You were born a year and a day after my mom died. You know, something that came to me, I know this is like far-fetched, but it came to me during meditation. I can't even say it, honestly, but like, what if, I don't even know. Because I don't think my mom would incarnate, and I don't know, but you just don't know. Like, what if you were my mom? That's what came to me, and I'm like, I know that's a lot. That's a lot. I know that's a lot, but, you know, anything's possible. Who knows? That's a lot. Sorry. Oh, look at that. The world card. She flew out. She'll be our first card. There's a rebirth, new beginnings, fresh start. Should have done that first, sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the present position, I pulled you 12 cards. This spread is based on the 12 houses of the zodiac. If you look at a birth chart, there are 12 slices, okay? And each slice is the different signs, but each sign is also, there's also houses, okay? So there's 12 houses, and each of the houses represent different aspects and areas of our life. So if you look at your birth chart, it's super complex, but the different signs being in different houses will tell you what obstacles or challenges or strengths you have based on what house they're in. Okay, so here's kind of a picture that I drew. That's the order of the houses, and this is what they represent. So that's just kind of a visual for you. So I have 12 cards laid in front of me. For this position for your present self, you got the World card, which is the very last card of the major arcanas, which means it's a rebirth process. It's an opening, right? She's being rebirthed. She's naked. So showing her vulnerability and her strength and her coming into herself. This is such a bomb card to get. Okay, so your present self is going through a rebirthing process that's really powerful. Your second house for resources and money matters. We got the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, I'll show you what it looks like. 10 of Pentacles is the card of generational wealth and abundance. So for you to get the generational wealth and abundance card in the house that represents your resources and money matters, kind of tells me that what I kind of heard, or what was coming to me, was that something is tied up. The money's tied up. So I don't know if like there's like an inheritance, or there's money that belongs to you, or that it's somehow, I don't know, like it's not flowing in the way it should have. Not just that though. I mean, maybe that's a piece of it. But the other thing is that this card still shows up for you. Generational wealth and abundance still shows up for you, but it's reversed. So here's the card. Okay, we have mom and dad. We have a kid in the picture. We have a dog and a grandparent. Okay, the bridge, the arch in the background represents being that person in the family that kind of keeps everybody together, kind of like the link for people. You're the bridge, okay? So maybe there is an aspect to how you make money or your resources, your money matters, that feels blocked for you because of possibly even the things that you were told as a children as it pertains to money and wealth. Okay, so the card still shows up. So that tells me that you are, an incredibly wealthy person. And that wealth, comfort, and abundance, financial wealth, comfort, and abundance is there for you. But there's like some work that needs to be done around it, whether it be physical, actually finding the job of your dreams, and of course all that, right? Building your resume, whatever it is that you feel needs to be done to get the kind of income you want. But there's also emotional and spiritual work that needs to be done as well. Resources and money matters. Okay, so I use a lot of visualization. One time you said, what does that mean? You have to explain that to me. So like right now I close my eyes, I saw Jesus, but I've asked ahead of time, Jesus, Mother Mary, and also Saint Germain. He's another person that I see when I visualize. I've asked that they guide me when I do my readings. I saw him put his hand on my neck and look at me, like I see his eyes intensely, and he's just kind of telling me like breathe, relax, like helping me just kind of move the energy out of my neck, right? And it feels a little bit better. Okay, so I'm pulling clarifying cards on this resources and money matters card. So we have the Sun card. They all came reversed, but let's talk about what they mean. Look at these cards. First of all, resources and money matters. You got the Sun card, the Queen of Cups, which is you, and the Three of Cups, which is celebration and just families and communities, social circles coming together to celebrate. These are beautiful cards. So it feels like if you have any question about like your future and your financial space and things like that, that you're like incredibly abundant and that you shouldn't worry. They're all reversed. So I'm feeling like there's maybe a block, maybe it's hard for you to see it that way. It's hard for you to understand how it could be that way. Maybe you do see it that way. But there is some sort of like kind of block why they come reversed. But they're still here for you. So very abundant. What you're doing at this time, even though it might feel, I want to say menial, but I don't know if I'm using that word right. It might feel like you're in a place right now that's little or that's you don't see a future in, but it's all part of the steps you're taking to get you where you're supposed to be. It's perfect. It's perfectly where you need to be. Now, that doesn't mean stay there if you're miserable. It's a step, right? It's a step. I think you know that to a certain extent as well. Okay, for your third house, our third house is mental and internal dialogue. It's kind of like, you got the Page of Cups, which is development. You've got this new budding development in how you process information, which is kind of what you shared with me before. You got the Page. He's the adolescent, so young. Okay, you're young in your process, and how you express yourself, how you see yourself, kind of what happens internally for you, what kind of happens in your mind when you are thinking of who you are, when you're trying to figure out what does who you are impact the world. So just kind of this, how you see yourself, okay? Pages are new. They're adolescent, they are young, they are development. And it's this sense of great emotional fulfillment that's beginning to bud for you. And not necessarily emotional fulfillment, but like the way you express yourself and being confident in your emotions and being comfortable with who you are is really beginning to bud. There could also be somebody, and I just have to say this because when we see court cards, we always talk about people. There could also be somebody in your life. This could be water sign. This could be you. That's kind of how I felt like it initially, because it's a water sign card. It's budding emotion. It's budding love. But we're talking about mental internal dialogue. So there could even be somebody in your life, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody of these traits beginning to learn who they are emotionally, that's been assisting you or aiding you in this process, okay? For the 4th house, wow, girlfriend. Wow, 4th house. You get my girl, the High Priestess. For home and family. Home and family issues. Wow, 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 wow. I'm like, wow, because she's our psychic, intuitive woman of the deck. She is everything in my life. She is my teacher, my master, my guide, my master. That's a bit heavy, but she's the path of deep psychic and intuitive knowledge. So anything that needs to be healed, anything you don't understand, let me put these aside so I have space to shuffle. Anything that is conflicting for you in the realm of either your future with a family, your immediate home, your home life as a child, your family growing up, or your future family, any of those issues, if there's any angst or turmoil, to get the High Priestess in this house tells us that it's deeply important and pertinent for you to be using this deep, wise space in order to navigate those situations. Now, the High Priestess, she's got the cross on her chest, right? Oh, yes. Ooh. She's got the cross on her chest. The cross on her chest signifies that quiet space within you that you go to in order to receive the answers. Okay, so even if, like, let's say you wanted to connect with your mom, just saying, you can do that by getting quiet and going within. I don't know if you've ever tried that, but we can even, if that's something you would want to do, I could help you with that for you to do it. There we go. Crazy. So clarifying cards for this High Priestess in the house for home and family. We have you emotional intelligence, deciding to move on. Okay, so this is a heavy card, eight of cups, but it's a very empowered card, because even though they have to do something really difficult and leave something that used to fulfill them, they are aware that it no longer serves them, and they need to keep moving and they need to go on. Okay, there was some sort of mental conflict that occurred for you or occurs for you regarding home and family, where you're trying to bring back this peace and harmony and this love, and this, you probably are trying to work on making sure in the future, if you're going to have a family of your own, if you're going to have a home that feels more fulfilled, that you have to create, you had to leave, right? You had to leave because of the mental conflict. And this is the Lover's card, okay? So the lover came in. Oh, scared me. I think it was a bird. Lover's card is about discernment, decisions, okay? It's also about the honeymoon phase in a love relationship. So something, and this could even be something you were building with somebody that you had to leave. Could have been air sign person, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, lovers, okay? Could be a love relationship that's kind of coming in here. Whoever this was a poor communicator, okay? This is somebody very immature. This is a page. Pages reversed are very immature. They don't want to hear shit. don't want to fucking talk about shit. Either that or they're very, very volatile with their communication, how they talk to you. Very disrespectful. Okay, and you're trying to bring in more harmony and balance. I don't know why I put that back. I'm going to be using her a few times. Okay, so moving into the 5th house, that was, again, home and family life, putting an emphasis on your need to being able to go within. For the 5th house, we're looking at your creativity. Reverse Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Creativity feeling kind of blocked. Feeling like maybe in the past, things that you've created have not come into fruition. Or maybe people have kind of put you down or made fun of you or made you feel like your creative, the way you express yourself creatively was not worthy. Okay, so keywords for this card are deserving. So this is showing me that there's an aspect to your creativity that feels like there's a block of maybe even, because it feels like you've worked on this stuff. Oh wow, yeah, somebody maybe really betrayed your trust. 3 of Swords. You did talk about somebody reading your stuff before. But, you know, this could also, it could be that, or it could be, oh yeah, 7 of Swords. Just a very betrayal. Your creativity was cut off at a certain point, right? I feel like it's reopening for you just because of what you've shared with me. Maybe there's a lot of work left to be done, though. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Look. 10 of Cups. Upright. Okay, so look at this. Wow. 3 of Swords, heartbreak. Look at this. Is our little fucking thief, our little treacherous person stealing your peace of mind. But then we end on 10 of Cups, okay? So it feels like there's like some clarity or some fulfillment that's beginning to make its way back into your life, but the creativity feels like it's been highly blocked for a long time. Maybe when you were really little, okay? Because Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles is a 1, so very early on in the process. Our 6th house, which rules job, career, and physical health. We have 2 of Pentacles, reverse. Job, career, and physical health. These are Pentacles. That's funny. These are traditionally finances or body, things of the earth. Okay, so we have a time in your life that feels like, fuck, I have this choice to make and I don't know how to make it. I don't want to make it. There's some major, like, about it. Don't want to do it. Don't want to make it. Don't know where to go. It's kind of a roller coaster. The big waves in the background. Look at the waves. Tumultuous waves. Big choices. Big decisions. Big moves. Juggling. Feeling like you're juggling. Is that annoying? I'm always like, I'll hear myself later. I'm like, girl, what'd she say? You guys probably listen. You're like, wait, what is it? Because I'll make noises before I will say what it is. Okay, girlfriend. Well, that is very clear to me. So when I asked for clarifying cards about 2 of Pentacles, why is 2 of Pentacles reversed under job, career, and physical health? First of all, you got to make a wish. Where's my wish card? She over there by the bed, okay? I got both your letters by the bed. My wish card is in there. There's a wish you need to make. You need to put that intention out there. You need to just write it. Speak it into existence. Either you did that, you are doing that. This is the wish card. Okay, we're going to need to make sure that what you're wishing for, look, cups and cups, fulfillment, love, and joy. This fulfillment that needs to come into your life, whatever you're trying to pick to do, you got to stay grounded. Okay, we need to choose something for you that, yes, of course, we want to make good money, but it can't be something that sucks the life out of you. Okay, so these are decisions that we feel stuck with. So we don't want to feel like we've chosen something we're stuck with. Not only that, but this is making choices based on Seven of Cups, on kind of greedy intentions. I want. This, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Okay? But, so there may be some of that you feel like has to be done in order to survive, in order to make your living. And then we end so lovely with the Fool. He came upright, which is bomb. Shows you taking a leap of faith. A leap of faith is what he is all about. He is the very first card of the whole tarot deck. He is the beginning of the journey. He is careless. Sorry, he's careless if he's like this. He's carefree. He's like a child. He doesn't know any better. He's dreamt up a big dream, and he's ready to move forward. Just stay grounded, okay? Your wish is my command, but you got to stay grounded, and you still have to have a good amount of head and heart. You got to be able to make this choice, dream big, but also make sure it's something that's deeply spiritually fulfilling for you. Spiritual, not like religious, not like, do you understand? Like, it deeply has to feel right, okay? So that was your 6th house of job, career, and physical health. Moving into the 7th house. 7th house rules love and romance. Okay, so there's somebody here. King of Wands reverse. So this shows him in his shadow. Okay, so he came reverse. King of Wands is somebody fire sign. Ooh, that's funny. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. If he's not this sign, this is just showing the characteristics of the card. The characteristics being somebody who's kind of violent, kind of dangerous. This is somebody who is aggressive. He takes advantage. He's just a bad dude. He's fucked up. When he's in his light, when he's at his best, he's great to be around. He's like so sparkly. Everybody wants to be around him. He's very charismatic. He's probably pretty funny. He has like a very spiritual side to him. He can be very magnetic, and we can be drawn to these type of people because they understand a lot of different things that maybe mainstream people don't. Very cool person, but he shows up today in his shadow reversed. So this is, well, you know who this is. It could be past, present, okay? But he's showing up in your love and romance. I'm going to pull some clarifying cards. He's an asshole, okay? He's an asshole. Yeah. Star. Ooh. Okay, so the star card. So this person, I feel like, has really taken from you your sense of dreaming again. Maybe it was hard for you to dream around this person. This person possibly was consistently crossing your boundaries, had poor boundaries themselves. Remember, it doesn't have to be male, gender fluid around here. It's masculine energy, but it might be a man, right? You know what it is. So let me see what else comes out. Okay, all right. So then the High Priestess comes out again. So it's like a reconnecting with who you are, right? A reconnecting. You probably had an awakening of some sort, an epiphany, and was able to really understand what it is you need. Okay? Then we got the Victory card, and then we have a reverse King of Cups. So I feel a few things. It's just like what you are seeking has to be emotionally stable. It has to be somebody. King of Cups upright is somebody who, amidst the water and the storms and all the emotion, is able to stand strong and is very wise, intuitive, deep, understands deep thinking, deep spiritual principles. But it's almost like you're looking at a situation that felt incredibly emotionally turbulent. Incredibly, right? King of Cups reverse is all bad. He's either somebody like way over the top emotional, or he's like very cold and emotionally detached. He doesn't know how to express his emotions at all. Maybe you was seeking to have him be able to turn it around, but it just doesn't feel like that was the case. Okay? Let's move into your next house. That was the 7th house of love and romance. The 8th house represents changes to come. King of Pentacles reversed. Changes to come. So, could be earth sign person, okay? Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. If it's not a person, could be a person. The characteristics of this person, changes to come, are that he's in his ego. He's reversed. Another king, by the way. Okay, another king, another dude. Really in his ego, out for the money. He likes the flashy things. Kind of soulless when he's reversed. That's pretty harsh, but this is just somebody who's like just very narcissistic. It's just ego, okay? So let me pull some clarifying cards. Changes to come. Okay, all right, friend. So this came out first, then this came out, and then this came out. So if you're dealing with somebody that's like being shady, is what it looks like. If there's somebody shady around you right now, it's looking like kind of a renewal of creativity and passion in this area. What is this area of changes to come? So there's some renewed energy coming in. Let me just pull 2 more cards. But there's definitely something weird that's kind of stealing your peace of mind. That's kind of getting in your head. It's either somebody or it's a situation. This person or situation does feel financial or does feel like money driven, does feel what's the word? Not humble at all. They feel I can't think of the word. You guys got the I said you guys. You got the victory card again. Okay, so there's some kind of healing that needs to be done that involves this person or situation. Okay? King of Pentacles rules money. He's an entrepreneur. He is a business owner, okay? Could even be, I don't know, your boss or something like that, but that's kind of the energy he's giving me. When I pull clarifying cards on changes to come, we see the reverse again, 10 of Pentacles. So perhaps there's somebody in your life that is kind of controls finances of some sort in some way. They're being kind of shady. 5 of Swords is shady energy. If it's not, look, I'm getting red while I'm reading you. Just means a lot of energy is moving through. Some shady energy. Then we have Page of Wands. This is new, inspired stuff coming in. This is new energy, new movement. okay? In an endeavor that you're excited about. He's proud. He feels pride, but it's new, okay? Something with kids, either your childhood or kids in general, but there's healing that needs to be done here. There's some trauma, or maybe trauma's too heavy, but it feels like the outcome's going to be good. So there's something that might feel a little uncomfortable with these changes to come. Might not feel great, might not feel too easy, but it feels very beneficial in the long run. I'm going to pull one of these. Changes to come. I'm going to pull one of these. Changes to come. Changes to come, please. Yeah, my neck doesn't hurt at all now. Okay, cut. Right on top. Changes to come, please. Peace. Oh, that's good. That's great. Changes to come. So if there's been something that's been fucking with your head, it's gonna let up a little bit, okay? Yes, come through. Yes, and it does definitely feel like changes to come. You're dealing with somebody, okay? Because we got the 2, okay? Choice, resolution. Okay, yay. Okay, so for our 9th house, this is knowledge and spirituality. Ooh, yes. Ace of Cups, knowledge and spirituality. Are you fucking kidding me? So there's going to be a new kind of reinvigorated, re-inspired, regenerated energy and love and fulfillment. This is deep fulfillment that you can no longer go back on. To get this in your knowledge and spirituality house tells us that it's like a rubber band. They say a rubber band, you can, it goes back to the size that it was kind of, but it never exactly goes back to its original size, right? It's always a little bit stretched out. This is knowledge and fulfillment, emotional fulfillment with your spiritual space that can no longer, you've gone so far that now you're in a new phase that you never go all the way back. Okay, so there's this depth to your fulfillment in the spiritual realm. I don't even need a card for that. Okay, so for our 10th house, ambitions, girlfriend, you got the devil for our 10th house of ambitions. Now, I have a note here. Yes, so the 10th house also is ruled by the father, whereas the 4th house, home and family, is ruled by the mother, which you got the high priestess in home and family. So let's focus on the 10th house, the father. Okay, ambitions. This is also the card of Capricorn. Yes, you and I got dealt some shitty. You're the death guard. I'm the devil guard. This card is shitty, right? We don't like this card. But what I do love about this card, for it to come in your ambitions means that you're going to be conquering some shadow stuff. Yes, girl. And some of that shadow work might have to do with your dad. Right? But at the same time, you have this newfound spiritual just depth. Wow. Oh, yes. Both upright. The Sun card. Oh, no. Okay. That didn't come upright, but that's okay. And the Hangman. This is the reverse position. Upright is him upside down. So he comes like this for you. So even though this is going to be kind kind of a big step for you, kind of delving into these murky waters. It's going to be, in the long run, incredibly fulfilling. Okay, so you're going to have to kind of put your little pinky toe into some of the areas in your life that really are kind of painful. May have to do with dad, may not, but they're just things in your life that are uncomfortable. They're addictions. There are shadows. Okay? It could be addictions, like you said, cigarettes, something like that. Or it could even be addictions like, I'm addicted to eating peanut butter at 4 in the morning with one sock on. Or, you know what I mean? It could be like little trivial addictions that are annoying and habits. Or it could be things as deep and as traumatic as other abuse or other types of things. Okay, wow, great achievement. Okay, girlfriend, for your ambitions house, you got the devil, which is intense work, deep work. Could even have issues to do with your brother, right? I just know he's a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but if we're not looking at father, the point of father is masculine energy, dominating energy, structural, strict energy. It's the drive energy. It's the give energy, okay? So we're going in deep, okay, with this stuff. You may have already started. Great achievement, though, girl. 10 of Cups is complete familial fulfillment. Look at the kids playing. Healing. There's a house in the background, a couple. Complete fulfillment. The Sun card is complete joy and success. Feeling great and grand. But the thing that does kind of sneak in here in the center here was the reverse Hangman. This is about being patient. You may have a little bit of impatience here. You may not really want to, right? I'd rather just get out. Can I just get out? I'd rather not. That's what this is. Also, the Hangman is a reminder to remember when it gets really thick, when it gets really hard, to try and take yourself up out of the situation. Remember that we are human, so we're down here on the ground. We're dealing with these people. We have these situations that come up in our lives. We have work, we have family, we have friends, we have addictions, we have this. We're down here, we're trying to figure it all out. We have emotions, we're overwhelmed. And then just stop and be like a bird and get up in the clouds and then look down at the situation. You're going to realize, whoa, it's actually not that complicated. And you start seeing all the other people that are interacting with those people and all the people that are interacting with those people, and you pan out like a bird and you realize, like, wow, my situation is actually like this big in comparison to the world, to the universe, right? So that can kind of help, and that's his lesson. That can kind of help. See, he's perched up in a tree up above. He can see from above. He's uncomfortable as fuck. Look, he's hanging from 1 foot, but look at the yellow around his head. He's enlightened. With discomfort comes enlightenment. So, your ambitions, going in deep. You're going in deep. But, great rewards. Okay. For your 11th house, community and allies, friendships, social circles. Look, you got the Page of Pentacles. These are, look, planting a seed. You're planting new seeds. These are new friendships, new communities, new allies, new surroundings, new money coming in, resources at your fingertips. Look how he's holding this. Maybe learning something new. This is new. Something new is coming in. That's going to grow a garden for you. He's holding a seed. Look, he's in the garden. He's about to plant a seed. So your connections with your community and those who are supportive of you are really fruitful. Right? That's bomb. Your 12th house for challenges and losses. What does this mean? There's also the house of karma. Holy. You got the Magician. So I'm just going to kind of go out on a limb. Being raised the way that you were raised, very religious, right, can make it hard sometimes to think outside the box when it comes to how how powerful we feel. Look, here's your card, the Magician. Remember, you even dreamt about this. Well, I felt like it was them telling you you're powerful and that you had the magic wand. So I think generally, as a theme for you, it's going to be maybe a reoccurring challenge in feeling all that powerful. Karmically, the things that have happened to you were things that you chose in order to help you build your strength, were things that you chose specifically because you knew that they would be hard in order so that you could become stronger and you could learn these beautiful lessons. Star card comes up for you again reversed. So reinvigorating, remembering what you're here for. This star card is a card of Aquarius, but it also talks about living your full potential and feeling like you're worth dreaming big. She's reversed. Comes in your challenges and your losses in your karma house. So there's a deep ingrained sense of not feeling like you're worth it. Deep. This is deep that this would come up in this house. Something was poorly communicated to you. Okay? And there seems to be like a clouded perspective of how you view yourself as a powerful human being, as a spiritual, spirit self human being. Last card. Do you see it? Again. Yes. So you got the Magician, which is a 1. Then you get the High Priestess, which is a 2. Moving right along. Moving through the situation. Okay? The situation being kind of this conflict that you continue to come up against regarding your feeling like you can make things happen. You are magical. Like, literally, I think I wrote that to you after you told me about your dream. You're magical. Like, that was the takeaway for me from the dream. Of course, there was all the stuff prior. It's about family. It's about your fears and about losses and things like that. But the moral of the story is that, babe, you're so powerful. It's not just about how hard can you work. That's a part of it. The Magician is about resourcefulness. He's got the wand, the sword, the cup, and the pentacle. As above, so below. There's no difference between the two. It's all the same. He has the pentacle, which is the suit of the earth. So hard work, saving money, finding a good job, blah, 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 blah. Things we have to do as a human, blah, 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 right? I wish I didn't have to deal with any of this shit. That's me talking. Maybe it's you too. And then we also have the things of emotions, the deep emotional stuff that we can do in order to make our dreams come true. The wishing and the hoping and the having a positive outlook. Okay, it's more than just positive outlook. I know it's not always easy. And then working on our mental space, being clear, making sure our mind is clear, not adding substances to our mind. Meditation, bringing in clarity. And then we have the wand, which brings in passion and creativity in order to dream up these things and to stay on that path in order to really make shit happen. Because, girlfriend, God is real. And I think you know that and believe that too. But we are born It's our birthright to shine. It's our birthright to shine. We were born ready to shine. And then over the years, our family comes up and it comes around and they fuck that shit up, right? They come and they fuck it up, right? They give you a fucking shitty ass fucking hand to deal. But then it then becomes ours to take into our own hands and to come back to God and to come back to our truest self. And God, the universe, energies want to see us use the magic we have here. Are you going to use your magic, or are you going to sit on it? Are you going to remember who you are, or are you going to keep denying it? That's like what the universe is telling us. We have the choice. We don't have to. But it's up to us to use what we have here in order to really live a full life as a human being. We have so many options as a human. Life can be so cool, right? Okay, one last card at the bottom of the deck. This is Self. Oh, yes. Knight of Wands. Okay, so this is cool to get. And it came up right. Thank the bejesus. This is you coming in with creative, this is inspired, new endeavors. This is you coming in like, yeah, I'm like fully regenerated, and I'm ready to go. This is you. Look at, even the guy's got light, blonde hair. Your hair's a little darker, but the horse is kind of like your hair color. Even the plume on his helmet, the feather, it's kind of like your hair. This is just like very regenerative, juicy ass energy. Okay, let's that was cool. Let's pull some other decks for you. Crikey. What a dork. Okay, so that's the 12 card spread. I'm gonna use some other decks for you and just kind of free flow and see what comes out. Thank you. Journal. Making sure I have the book there. Okay, 10, Quest of Knowledge. Oh my goodness, girlfriend. Look at this, Quest of Knowledge. This is the Celtic Wisdom Tarot. It's a 10, right? Like the World card, a rebirthing of sorts. Wow. Some of the key words for this are ancestral wisdom. Ancestral wisdom, enjoyment of blessings, safety, yes, security of home and possessions, inheritances, family matters, blood relations, girl, I'm getting goosebumps, and spiritual kindred, valuable incorporation into institutions. Wow, valuable incorporation into institutions. Archives available. Find the freedom and blessings of tradition and avoid becoming institutionalized. Every generation needs guardians of wisdom to rekindle the handed down traditions. What is the received wisdom on this matter? What solutions can you offer yourself? So it's like you really taking control of anything you may have inherited, emotionally. Could be actual inheritance as well, but also just you really taking into your own hands what's been given to you, the bad stuff too. And harnessing that and using it to evolve, which is exactly what you explained to me with the drinking. You took that shit into your own hands. You're like, oh no, fuck this shit. This ain't about to be my fucking story too. Fuck that. Right? Spasova. Dream. Okay, so this card also, I was like, oh, I know what this card is about, and then I pulled it for somebody else and I looked it up, and this is also about your dreams. So it's really good that you wrote down that dream the other day. I think it's going to be key for you to unlock some stuff. To always have those written down and to bounce them off. Either me or anyone, really. Anyone that you feel can help you kind of see it from a different perspective. Going to really unlock some secrets. So not only does this card want you to dream big, dream like you dreamt when you were little when nobody was listening, but also pay attention to your dreams. All right. Grandmother of love, granddaughter of life. So do you have a special connection with a grandma? Look at that. That's sweet. Okay, let me pull the book. Yes. It's a 3. Building. You are an old soul. Duh. I could have told you that. You are an old soul with much wisdom in you. You know how to learn from experience and grow stronger and more loving, even through life's challenges. Trust yourself and life. You are growing now towards your divine destiny. You may need guidance to find your way through unfamiliar situations as you broaden your horizons now. Allow those who are wise, like you, to be your companions as you choose not to believe in the voices of fear. Oh, wow. That's tight. I'll tell you something when I'm done too. Just remind me about your birthday. Just say, it's about my birthday. Okay. Let's go here. There's the timer. These I'm looking at yet. I'm just pulling, and I'm going to flip them all at the same time just to tell you what I see. new deck. I pulled you one from last night. One day I want to create my own deck. One more. It's the last deck I have up here. I had a bunch in front of me that I wasn't using in the first part of your reading. This is a deck that, you know, that other woman I follow, Ocean Aura. She uses this deck a lot in her live readings, and I've had the deck for like years. I have mini decks that don't always get used. And I started watching her use it. I was like, oh, that's kind of a tight deck. And I pulled it out recently, and it's been sitting here. So I'm excited. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. And then we'll wrap up. Then we'll be done. Time out. Woo, 3 of Cups, yes. Three of Cups. Why am I blanking on 3 of Cups? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, girl, look. Time out. 37, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's a 1. That's 1. It's a rebirth process. There's a rebirthing that's trying to happen. That's what the World card was, that very first card you got. You're about to be pushed out the birth canal, girlfriend. So go within, take some time out, whatever that means to you. I know, I'm pretty sure you're going into it like you don't work in the morning, so this is probably a great time for that. Use this day, watch this reading, and really take care of yourself. 3 of Cups. This is beautiful. This is a celebratory energy. This is spirit dancing and singing for you. This is you know, getting with loved ones and just being celebratory energy, okay? Ask your angels. If you're, I mean, come on, girl. You got the Ask Your Angels card, and you're the angel woman. Maybe it's time for you to start doing some of your visualization work. If you're curious, ask me. Intuition and manifestation. This is you being that magician and using your powerful imagination and things that you see and feel to help you bring into fruition. Wisdom. Look at this picture. Deep. It says chapter 5 verse 16. When one is illuminated with the wisdom by which nescience is destroyed, when one is illuminated with the wisdom, when nescience is destroyed, then this knowledge lights up all things, just as the sun reveals the world at dawn. I gotta look up that word real quick, actually. I wasn't gonna do it in front of you, but I'm gonna do it because I've literally never seen this word, and I feel like I'm saying it wrong, but I know how to spell, so I'm confused. But it's like nescience, like without lack of knowledge or awareness. Wow. Nescience, lack of knowledge, ignorance. When one is illuminated with the wisdom by which ignorance is destroyed. So when you're so enlightened that your shadow is destroyed, then this knowledge lights up all things, just as the sun reveals the world at dawn. So when the sun comes up, when it's nighttime, it begins to shed its illumination or its enlightenment, its wisdom on the world, right? So then we can see. It's no longer nighttime. We can see. The nighttime being, those places where you don't see clearly, your ignorance and your addictions and your shadow and that devil side of us, right? Once we're able to become more enlightened, then we shed light on those shadow aspects of ourselves. Wisdom. And then the last card you get, I know these pictures look weird, but this is a great card. You got One of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. This is abundance. Feeling worthy. Look at the key word down here, worthy of anything you want to manifest. It's also a 1. So we really are, there is a rebirthing process happening for you. It's major. Big time. Look where we finished. 111. I love you, girlfriend. Share your thoughts. I wish we were closer on the same time zone so that we could be, you know, waking around the same time and stuff like that. But I hope that helped. I hope you liked it. I felt very zingy the whole time. So, interesting, yeah? Love you, friend. Can't wait to hear from you.